Environmental group Greenpeace is committed to fight climate change. Joining us live in the studio is Greenpeace Philippines senior campaigner Virginia Benosa-Llorin. Good morning, thank you very much for joining us, VG.
You're most welcome. Good morning, Paolo, and good morning, everyone.
So let's talk about what Greenpeace does first and foremost.
Yeah, Greenpeace is an environmental organization. We are composed of volunteers and we have community partners. And the work that we are focusing into, which I lead, because there are other campaigns as well, is the Climate Justice and Liability Project. This is about bringing communities at the forefront of the fight against climate inequalities, climate injustice.
You mentioned climate justice.
Yes.
For those not familiar with that terminology,
I know.
Why climate justice? And of course, the word justice there is going to be very important with regards to yung definition po nito.
Yeah, because climate change is almost familiar to each and every one of us. Kapag malakas ang bagyo, we all know that, oh, it's climate change. But what we don't know is what drives climate change. And this is man-made, it's the burning of fossil fuels. And when we talk about fossil fuels, there are big industries, carbon majors as we call them, out there who is, sila yung kumikita, taking big money out of it, while communities are suffering from the impact of climate change.
You talk about the money. Is there any cost that you see actually, any relevant numbers that you could present with regards to the cost of climate change and, of course, the communities that it is impacting?
Yeah. When we say carbon majors, it's the big business oil, no? And they rake in, maraming malaki ang kinikita nila. I just don't have the figures right now, but they earn billions of dollars. But while the country, let's just take a look at how we suffered, itong mga sunod-sunod na bagyo nitong nakarang taon, economically, ano ang loss sa atin yan? But it's more than the economic loss.
Yeah.
Typhoons are now stronger, more destructive. It can even make, people can die out of it. And as you can see in the pictures, our farmers are suffering from the worst impact of climate change.
And speaking of justice, obviously it revolves government and legislation also. Your group is actually pushing for a climate accountability bill.
Yeah,
what is that in particular?
That is the bill that is now pending at the House of Representatives. Sadly, wala pang counterpart sa Senate. But this bill would set the mechanism where people impacted by climate crisis can file for, they can sue and corporations so that these climate polluters can pay for loss and damages.
And speaking of loss and damages, just to bring in the world news as well, because this is a global problem. It is not just a Philippine problem, as much as we try to address it ourselves in our own backyard. The Philippines is actually part of a COP29 and has actually helped sign an agreement. The board of the Fund for Responding to Loss and Damage have signed an agreement in the COP29 Climate Summit in Baku, Azerbaijan. Obviously, this is just a step into really formalizing things and putting more legislation and putting international weight to it. But do you have any wish list of what more should we expect from COP29, especially with regards to the Philippines?
Yes, we wanted the government, because we host the Loss and Damage Fund this year. So we want the government to really make climate polluters pay. Manguna talaga sila. It's not just words, but these words, these commitments, these pledges should be put into concrete action. Yung gusto namin sa Pilipinas, tayo talaga yung manguna at ipakita natin sa buong mundo dahil tayo naman, una, may pinakamaliit, may maliit na contribution sa greenhouse gas emissions. But we suffer the most. Yung ating mga magsasaka, yung ating mga kababaihan, yung LGBTQ community natin, we suffer the most. And the country is not prepared for it. Every time we have typhoons, drought, for example, kasali doon sa mga extreme weather events, yung mga mahihirap na mamamayan na may konting kontribusyon sa greenhouse gas emission ang mas nagsasuffer. So ang gusto natin, dalhin ang ating delegation sa COP29 at kailangang pagpanagutin talaga. So it's not just a matter of politics, you know, and countries talking among them, but also it has to make corporations accountable because they are the ones that earning.
Yeah, you know, you're bringing up a lot of passion, obviously, in this. At siyempre, I'm sure there are people right now who feel that passion. For those who want to reach out, help out Greenpeace in their works and their advocacy, how can they do so?
Well, we have our website. They can check the information there. But mostly, we are calling for courageous climate action. We are now running the Courage for Climate Signature Drive. And if they will just look at our website, they will see that's, you know, a simple step of signing the petition, but you are signing for the communities.
Yeah.
This is something that you can do. We have communities, we're helping communities that are filing cases against these polluters. So that's one of the asks. The drive is to show our support to these impacted communities. Alam mo, Paolo, matutuwa ka. Kasi ako, I drive inspiration from the communities that are doing their part. Mga magsasaka, mga simpleng mamamayan, pero they're taking the cudgels and they're at the forefront. So how much more the people that can, you know, understand things, merong resources.
Those who can make a bigger difference with the material that they have.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Why don't we help? So they can just visit our website.
Okay, so again, you heard it. You can visit their website, Greenpeace Philippines. Look them up online. And of course, thank you very much for sharing your inspiration mo, yung passion mo, and of course, good luck with your advocacy and all your efforts.
Thank you. And thank you for the opportunity, Paolo. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Again, that was Greenpeace senior campaigner Virginia Benosa-Llorin or VG kasi pinapagalitan daw siya kapag Virginia lang yung ano.